Maybe getting Ty Gordon to start the game.
Gordon's the guy who will shoot the ball with high regularity. He ends possessions with a shot at the 13th highest frequency in the country. In other words, when a possession ends, it's more often Ty Gordon shooting than anybody else.
Purdue also going to have to be locked in with their transition defense. Nichols wants to play fast. They're going to look for Ty Gordon in transition at all times.
So far, after a slow start, Purdue has been able to silence the sellout crowd here at Piscataway. 15th straight sellout for Rutgers, and they've already sold out every game the rest of the season. Sasha Stefanovic doing what...
2:20 to go in a 5-point game. Williams given space. Finds Gillis underneath. Able to finish.
Major league shot from Jericho Hellos. He just backs down Sasha Stefanovic. A little shoulder shimmy, gets to his fadeaway jumper, and that's a big-time shot by a really good player.
Only fourth-year senior on the team. A lot of sweat equity for Helms in this Wolfpack program.
Oh, man.
Stefanovic.
Matt Harms comes off the bench, though, for this team. The energy he injects into this lineup is substantial. Klein for three.
Why not? Has medicine in it. Whatever was ailing you before, you feel all right once you have that ball in your hand.
And then it goes in, and you're like, oh yeah, I'll have more of that, huh?
That's right.
16 for Frazier. 3.5 left in the second OT. Stefanovic again. Got fouled this time, and will shoot 3 free throws.
He's going to rebound, get extra possessions. He can knock it down off the dribble as well.
Williams, the top scorer in the SEC, averages 19 a game. Williams now with 6 on 3 of 6 shooting. He's hit his last 2 field goal attempts. Here's Eifert for 3. Yes!
Purdue seeking its 5th Sweet 16 under Matt Painter. And 3rd straight. Into Hall.
Spectacular dunker. Whoever he plays for, next year we'll be showing a lot of those games.
Yes, we will. And we'll be showing a lot of highlights, but I will guarantee you he will not have the impact of Trae Young.
Line, there's the record setter.
All right, you going to Cubs convention?
2-0 run for the 3rd-ranked team in the nation.
Boy, Darius Hughes is the graybeard on this Omaha basketball program. This is his 61st career start. Most by any Maverick. Got a nice dunk there.
He's listed as...
Within 8, still 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go in this one. Well, you make a few shots, and like I said, his presence, that should bring a little bit of emotion back to the arena, and they've certainly picked things up.
Edwards, the 3.
Possession here. 2 clocks nearly identical.
But that got this Williams Arena crowd into the game.
Shot clock is now off. Edey gets it back to Ivy. Ivy gets it back with 3. Lets it fly, and down it goes.
A little cushion.
Russell, the grad transfer coming over from the University of Louisiana at Lafayette. Last season among the top players in the Sun Belt. As we get whistle and contact.
8-point lead for Indiana. And Ivy gets hand checked.
In a first half, they had 52 against Omaha in the first half, had 52 in the second half against North Carolina. Ivy will try to extend that, and he does.
For the Boilermakers, a 16-0 run against Indiana State in the first half the other night. And that must be the fear for most teams that come into play Purdue, especially at home. Stefanovic uncorks it.
Now into double figures with 11.
You know, the scoring hasn't been the issue for Iowa. They can score the basketball. They just haven't been able to get any stops.
It's a team that has gotten better defensively this year, but you wouldn't know it.
If you're Minnesota, where the ball gets inbounded is usually what leads to it. There it is. He's been able to break the pressure. Now you got to have a good defensive possession. Because the shot that goes in right now for Purdue feels like a dagger.
Especially if it's one of these deep from Klein or Edwards. 10 to shoot. Eifert.
Look for the rescreen. Look for the rescreen.
Underneath to Harms. The catch. Harms muscles it up and gets the foul.
Can't get it to go, but Williams, no, he lost the handle. He had it and then lost it. And it's Purdue ball. Noah Gel Eastern will get the offense started. Tennessee down 18 in the second half. A valiant comeback to force overtime. Harms wide open for a jam.
This from deep. Purdue down a pair with the basketball. Leads to Klein, 17 on the shot clock. Here's Wheeler. He's been much better from deep in the Big Ten than he has in non-conference play. His arms got some great drives, ball handling, dunks.
Watch Edwards. Sets a screen. He's going to get a screen. Sprint to the top. And this is fast-moving offense. Sorry, I want to get back to that. But that was some...
By Eric Pascal. First team all Big East. Eifert back to Klein. And now Holmes left alone again. Villanova's.
Purdue this year 2-0 against the ACC. You mentioned the win over North Carolina. They also blew out Florida State 93-65 in the ACC Big Ten Challenge, but struggling here this afternoon. Backdoor pass, 6 assists now.
Well, they were second in the ASUN a season ago, shooting 38% from beyond the arc. Purdue once again has to get out, have a hand in the face of everybody in a maroon jersey.
Ethan Morton, quick pass over to Newman. Newman from the wing, nails it.
Not once but twice on that situation. Kept the ball alive, even though he wasn't able to corral the offensive rebound. He kept it alive until Palmer was able to complete the sequence.
8 lead changes in this first half between these two teams.
And Glyn Watson Jr. is answering the defensive challenge of Carson Edwards, fighting over the top of every screen.
9 on the shot clock for Klein. Boudreau inside with the hook. Got it to go.
Good job by Boudreau of not dipping.
Big Ten basketball presented by Jeep on Saturday.
So you can see the emphasis of Iowa trying to get into the penalty so they can get to that free throw line. Slow down this attack of Purdue. Free throws are some of the best ways to break offensive rhythm from your opposing team.
Great interior passing.
Carson Edwards has been noticeably quiet. You need your top scorer and best player to come through at this stage of the game.
Klein with the fake and he fires.
Keep in mind, Josh, this is a 66% free throw shooting team, so there's opportunities.
You rebound the way he does. Limit the mistakes in terms of careless turnovers. That's a key asset on this team.
For the first bucket in over 4.5 minutes to close this first half. Eastern around the screen from Wheeler. Gives it back to Wheeler with an open 3. And Wheeler hits 8. Good answer, though, by Illinois on the road, John. Falling behind 9. Looked like Purdue was about to open this thing up.
Really, it started with Trent Frazier. Trent Frazier got things going offensively. And on the defensive end, they forced tough shots and they rebounded.
Eifert pass to Klein, extra pass to Edwards, fakes the 3, drives into the teeth of the defense and just muscles.
Rotations, and right there, nobody blocks out Shaq Carter. He flies in. Unchecked.
That's 8 points now for him. Edwards thought about it. To Eastern.
Attention and listening to everything.
59% free throw shooter, Juwan Morgan. Edwards turning, rolling, bouncing, inside, reverse, Eastern goes down. Makes it, it's a 1-point game.
Now with Roby with these 2 fouls, he has to be cognizant of that, as does Wheeler, whom he's guarding right now.
15 to shoot, Wheeler all alone for 3. It's a really good look. 1.5 to go. Klein. Off the bounce! And he fell.
14-minute mark. Purdue now up 5 with 2:58 to go. Arms the handoff to Klein. McBrayer chasing him. Club underneath to Harms.
Purdue 11 for its last 13 from three, and it's been a good three-point shooting team this year. 11 of its last 13 field goals, I should say. Another three.
When the Bucks were ranked number 14 in the country. And against Purdue, they've won 10 of the last 13 matchups.
But have lost the last 2 here.
Yes, they have. Last win here for Michigan State, 2014. Harms the screen. Hunter outside, and that is a three. Aaron Wheeler, right down.
Back on its feet. Eric Hunter being tracked by the freshman Miller.
Jalen Miller's got some words for him, too. He's not backing down whatsoever.
Yeah, he's telling him bring it on. Pretty bold for a young freshman.
At the line, Hawks are 13 of 14 tonight at the stripe. Purdue is 6 of 14. 5-point game again. Purdue led by 18 2 minutes into the second half. Jump it to Williams in the post. Boom, pass to Morton. And Morton splashes the three. And
December 9th, the first couple of Big Ten matchups for Purdue. Thompson all the way to the cup. And the foul. 5-run.
Well, Purdue's kept it going in the second half. They've outscored UNO 25-11 in the second frame.
And still north at 60%. Oh, my goodness!
Early, that's what the Gophers do. They average 25 free throw attempts per game in conference play.
In that situation, they allowed Isaiah Washington to work a space. That looked good. Looked good. And look for Ryan Klein to get involved at some point.
Purdue 2 of 15 from 3.
Edwards just hitting a moment ago. Wheeler will back it out to Edwards, working against Coffey. Edwards driving to the rim. Carson Edwards trying to catch.
They have not wavered. Above 60%. Omaha 26% shooting after their struggles. From Lubbock, Texas on Tuesday. 3-ball, Newman, book it.
Having a conversation with Kip Kissinger along the way, letting him know that he just tossed the 3 points, which should have been a turnover.
Yeah, Adrian Delph gets the 3, and now Edwards to the hoop.
Now Liddell is going to fire. That's a deep 3 short. And Ohio State can't shoot straight from deep.
He doesn't have the legs, doesn't have the arc on his delivery.
Buckeyes 1 of 12 from deep.
Stefanovic to the rim.
From that 1-game injury absence.
Nice cut.
Liddell finds her spot.
Flat though, right? Gee, even on the deep one. Getting it caught back deep in the palm of his hand.
E.J. Liddell, only 2 of 7. Here is Gillis, and there's a 3.
He's a confident. You don't want to slow it down. And on that play right there, even with Zach Edey guarding Trace Jackson, it was a double team that came, and he almost turned it over. So let's keep our eye on how the offense operates now that TJD is back in the lineup.
Purdue looking for some offense of their own. Ivy had a quiet first half outside of that dunk. Lets it go from 3 and connects, and that's a good start.
17 plus in the second half. And Illinois has been able to keep pace to the guards. You touched on it right away. Who's going to step up for him? And the guards have. Edey able to finish 2 more.
20 minutes. Sasha Stefanovic, you saw him. He's 2 points, 0 of 3 from the floor in that first half. Wisconsin 1 of 12 from outside the arc, but as you were talking about, Robbie, they've been able to do it in the painted area. Speaking of the painted area, good start for Purdue and Trevi.
Fit in March. Basketball. BTN. Woods into the paint, the dish, the finish for no gel.
It's rip screen from the opposite elbow right to the block. Purdue a little bit
lackadaisical with the help, and Amori with a nice finish. Rutgers coming in 4-4. They've had their struggles to start the year. They've lost 4 of their last 5 after beginning 3-0. And Perdue clearly, Robbie, wants to go. Cliff Amori, one of the most prized recruits in Rutgers history. Elite athleticism, and it was on display there. Stefanovic, yes.
Sneakerhead, but those are kind of cool to me.
Splits the 2 free throws. Williams with those 2 fouls. He comes out. Edey back in.
This is a tough play to cover. And the Gophers did pretty good that time.
Edey tied up with Curry. Foul does not matter.
Guys inside. Yes, it is. Nothing against analytics and the three-point shot, but basketball was created around bigs traditionally, and it's good to see.
Throwback game so far. Again, they bang inside. Edey got fouled. First on Coburn.
Away that possession. Thompson to first. Travion Williams working his way inside the elbow. Shot clock at 5. Stefanovic and nails it.
Number 2.
Ryan Klein did such a good job there of going vertical. The verticality rule, huge now. Used to be an NBA deal. Now it's college basketball as well. But you go straight up. And it's hard, man. When you make somebody just finish over the top of you, you're not trying to block their shot. You're just making it as difficult as possible.
Well, Boudreau.
And you wonder at 6'6" why he is such a great rebounder. That's a great example. He can handle some contact. Long-range 3 for Klein. Buries it.
He's got some range. You're giving up a lot of size, in particular to Harms. You want to pull the big fella away from the rim, make him less of a shot-blocking presence. He averaged 2 blocks per game a year ago.
Mendy is from Metting, France. And a triple from deep.
He's just ready to ball.
Carson Edwards. Hesitation, the reverse.
Post. Harms probably didn't have to help. I think Carson Edwards can handle his own on the bottom, but by helping off, giving Gillis an opportunity for a wide open 3.
6-0 run for App State. And now Klein.
Ohio State had some feeling that, hey, we play small. We've had some success going small against Purdue before. That just has not been the case.
No, in the first game, Caleb Weston only played 16 minutes, didn't do much, and they really played better without him, but no, not today, not in that game.
Boudreau, yes.
Behind the post, don't give up angles. Again, I'm just giving you examples of what Matt Painter was talking about of his team being sloppy.
Arms the shovel pass to Edwards, helped by Teske. Klein with a floater inside.
And you know, the unique perspective that we have, sitting really close to the floor here in Mackey Arena, gave us a bird's eye view on that.
We may have had the best view in the house.
I agree. And I don't mind that at all, Dave.
No, it's good. It's a nice perk. Here's Eastern. Now out of the corner.
He has been playing well, though.
Oh, he's been great.
Again, it's not about going out and get 20. It's just impact the basketball game in a good way. Grady Eifert does it. Great job to Pre McBrayer jumping that screen. If it's not going to be tight, you got to jump in front, force him out.
Here's Edwards.
As you see, Purdue really bearing down and trying to get the ball out of Ethan Happ's hand.
Harms back on the floor. Trevion Williams will sit. Here's Harms now. Happ on him. By the way, that was the 5th turnover by Ethan Happ. Edwards steps in. Edwards.
since then. And the Bobcats back in this thing down 12.
Well, we knew they had the ability to make shots. And defensively, I think Matt Painter's going to be a little disappointed in the way that they finished the half here.
Oh, quiet. 4:25 remaining in the half. Good feed from Edwards to Eifert.
Flory just kept his balance, found the ball, going the other way.
Edwards comes up to get it. Step back.
That next level, he'll be on it. Grant Williams knocks them both down. So Williams starting to settle in here for the Vols. He has 8 points. He's had a couple of buckets and 2 free throws in the last 5 minutes. Williams on Harms. 4.5 to go in the first half.
Tennessee wants to change around. They're in the full court press. And Edwards says you can beat
in the conference. 10-0, 12-0, 14-0 runs, and then you're battling uphill the rest of the way. So Nebraska's got to find a way to keep this under double digits.
57 times, including one earlier today. The Purdue has had 7 called for that first foul. He extended that arm on the first push. Then the second one certainly got the whistle.
Edwards gave him no choice.
Carson Edwards will enter it to Vince Edwards. One-on-one against Jackson. Edwards on the drive. The dump down to Haas. Haas to the rim, and he'll go to the line.
Here inside, including Matt Haas, who's come off the bench here for this possession.
I think the one problem they could have moving forward is real pressure. Like, this is a good possession for Iowa. They're pressuring the ball hard.
They still gave up an open look. It goes down.
That's what I'm saying.
It's sort of an accident, but he'll take it.
Matthias, he can shoot from out there. He drains the three.
It benefits your defense like I talked about before. And plus, when you have 2 7-footers inside that can block shots, man up the paint, it makes it a little hard for other teams to score as well.
Baseline blow by. And the tip by Harms.
That pass, when you got guys with size between you and where you're trying to go with it.
It is a Belmont program that in the last dozen years or so, it's been to 7 NCAA tournaments. They have been a power first in the A-Sun and now in the Ohio Valley Conference. Harms faces up on Usinski.
This game is pet away. 6 points in the game for him. In early foul trouble. That's what kept him on the bench for most of this contest. And no gel Eastern lines to Travion.
He can do better.
Purdue goes from a 6-point lead to down 2.
They didn't really move the ball, though. They side to side.
Boudreaux's going to fade away. Got it.
They'll be doing that to
The defender to have a legal guarding position. Klein would have flew directly past Frampton on that one had he not kicked out his leg.
Purdue's lead now at 14. The winner of this game tonight will meet Virginia Tech in the championship.
41 threes on the year already in here, game 11 of the season for them.
They love him off the ball, too.
Eastern backpedals.
He's going to drive. He loves that penetration. It's tough, Purdue. He's
on target and easy 2 points for Travion Williams. So I was going to try to do different things defensively in the post, but right now, none of it's working, and the bigs are going to work for Purdue.
We expect at some point to see maybe Chris and Keegan Murray on the floor at the same time and maybe try to pull those bigs out.
I think so. I think you try to make your weakness an advantage on the other end.
Stefanovic with the 3. That's a strength.
What an indoctrination for Livers. Mr. Basketball in the state of Michigan last year. Matthias being hounded.
2.5 to go. Vincent Edwards.
They don't give you a lot of opportunity, so you can't squander them yourself, especially with the unforced turnovers, Kevin. That's the one that gets you.
Hard to pull the upset with 11 first-half turnovers.
Sometimes you rather take some tougher
on the season, so it really is going to help the Terrapins if he can make a couple of threes.
Struggled against that Syracuse zone the other night in a 2-point loss to the Orange.
A lot of people struggle against that Syracuse zone.
Edwards will try the three.
On Freeman.
Here's Harms to work with Klein. Klein had 12 points and 6 rebounds in the first meeting between these two teams. That at the very beginning of conference play.
Look, they're paying you a lot of money. He's got to act like he's coaching this team, but this is a team taught, team coached, player taught, not taught, player ran team, coach taught.
Oh. Can't even tell you why. That makes sense.
And that's the funny thing about the analytics. He definitely was on point with all the numbers, and you know the numbers give you part of the picture, part of the story, and it's always a mystery.
Klein with the triple try.
Can't move into a defender like that to set a screen.
These two teams have played, as we mentioned, back in the first half already this season. Harms has come in with Michigan State winning in East Lansing in early January. Harms. Klein, another three.
Oh! Can't leave him.
This one.
Wow. My eyes didn't see it that way, but I have 4 of them on right now. It's an early entry into this game for Matt Harms after Trevion Williams picked up the foul, and there is Klein. And Len mentioned the...
12-0 on the fast break for Purdue. They've got the running game going a little bit here tonight. See what they can do in the half court. Harms. The handoff to Klein. Curls around for the open three. Klein.
To cut into this 7-point deficit as the Boilermakers look to win at least a share of their 24th Big Ten title, the most of any school. And in a dogfight, though, here tonight, Minnesota's led most of the way. Eifert, the head fake, the three, good!
And that's what I'm talking about. Not only utilizing either hand, but the footwork. You know, Ethan Happ works an awful lot. You've seen before practice working on his ball handling skills, his footwork. I mean, this is not something you're absolutely born with. Ethan Happ has proven hard work pays.
Edwards finally gets free. Broke the Vols a 3-point lead.
Schofield's present in the post that time actually set the screen for the driver to come through and be able to see a Cuddy Williams coming down the line.
50 seconds. Here's Harms. Looking for Klein. Williams switches on him. Shot clock down to 9. Klein can't dribble himself free. He's going to have to take a long one. Klein, step back, 3 for the tie. Oh! He's done it again! 3 minutes to go.
Now, if you're Purdue, you've gotten away from some of your game, too. You have to go back inside the Harms and go with the pick and roll with he and Edwards, or at least the dribble handle.
Here's Klein again. Oh, has he got another one in him? Oh, you know he does!
Tascasita High School in suburban Houston. Dumps one in Ha's lap.
At some point, tell the audience what a referee told you about being careful on calling fouls.
I will always remember that as we entered sort of the analytics era. Vincent Edwards for 3 is good.
Like he doesn't overhandle it to where guys aren't ready for the ball. That's where he's most like Steph Curry. It's, you know, sometimes a guy's a pig. He shoots it all the time. He doesn't pass it. Not Trae Young. And guys are ready for it because they know he's willing.
Harms, can he dunk another one?
Edwards trying to take over again.
Great feed to Harms. Shoulder left hook. Matt Harms read it perfectly, took it on his chest. Offensive foul.
Edwards, the lob inside to Harms for the easy finish.
We know Ty Gordon's got 29. Offensively, that's not been the problem for Nichols. It's been their defense here tonight, but they can really score.
Offensively, they have struggled. Purdue going to shoot well over 50% by the time this one's over. They're at 59% right now. Here's Edey. Hand off to Hunter. Hunter knifing to the rim.
The Mavericks against Texas Tech. They will knock down the Jumpers 31-5, ends a 29-0 run and a lengthy scoring drought. Thompson, nice fight inside. Edey, and a foul over the backside.
The average senior class is part of that class that was going to be for Matt Painter, Purdue-type guys. And they are reaping the benefit of that kind of mentality. Bias, iron kind.
Nebraska hanging around, actually outscoring Purdue in the paint.
I like the adjustment Nebraska has made. They're not selling for jumpers, and they put pressure on the D.
Matthias cutting to the rim. His first two. He'll try for one more. Spend a couple of minutes with him and his brother. Great looking stroke. They need him if they're going to do damage.
Under 2 minutes to play before halftime. Gillis underneath. What it finds a Williams trying to find some space. He creates.
Attention to detail on the defensive end for Purdue. That's a simple back screen. Tyler Wall getting right to that basket. They thread the needle, and that's a bucket.
Wall, efficient, 3 of 4, 6 points. Ooh, trying to throw the lob there to Gillis Williams.
Travion Williams in that first half was just so efficient. 12 minutes, 10 points, 7 rebounds. And back on the floor here to start the second half with Purdue enjoying an 18-point lead. Stefanovic going up top.
His second rebound. This is a guy who's been rebounding in the top 15 in the conference over the course of the conference season, over 6.5 boards a game. Just take the temperature of the room here. Since Vic Law went down, you just feel a lot of energy left the building.
And Eastern trying to provide a little good play. He got outside the arc, was ready to take a charge, but Warren at, what, 280? Was able to stop and float, if such a thing is possible.
There might not be a more physical, tough guy down low in college hoops than Nick Ward.
I love that kid. I think he's fantastic.
Eastern, quick move, reverse layup, good.
And this is what Cassius went
2 away from his season high.
Got to get some help from other people than Edwards.
Around a pick, back pedals, buries a 3.
Or go to Edwards.
Was going in. And that's how he made his first basket of the game. Remember, in the first half, he had to throw up one late in the shot clock.
15 from Caver, 8 for the rest of the team. That's not going to get it done. Line cut off Harms. He has that
time this year.
Isaiah Moss is tantalizing with his athleticism, his ability to score the basketball. I think the toughest thing for him has been consistency, but he's shown some effort on the defensive end tonight. He just had his hands full.
If he keeps improving like he is, he's what you look like when you play in the NBA.
He has trimmed up. Yeah. He's leaner. He's stronger.
And skilled.
Boudreaux can make that. They need him to make that.
Has to make that. You said it. That's the...
Edwards around the screen from Harms. Harms into traffic.
On the board. Yeah, Forsell's a guy. He's versatile. He's got great size, great strength. He can cover multiple positions. Right now, he's going to be attached to Carson Edwards, but offensively, you can trust him to make plays in the post.
Eifert, he'll pull the trigger from deep, and he hits. Out to roll to the basket, because if he gets position, you're beating Grady Eifert. So you have to, in some ways, allow that shot. You just hope to contest a little bit better to force him to put the ball on the floor.
Arms will try to go to work here against Fernando. Tough matchup. Arms with a good left hand.
Well, good vision by Lamar Stevens, drawing the double team because he's a good scorer in that mid-post area. Has the vision to see the open man and make a good pass.
Williams dumping it down to Eifert. Point guard who can provide high energy, sets the pace here for Penn State.
Yes, he's a tempo setter for the Penn State offense. More of a playmaker, not really known for scoring.
Edwards again gets the soft touch. Could be one of those nights.
Belmont into a late shot clock possession.
The crowd appreciative of the defensive effort today. Edwards created some space. Scott
Matt Painter's walking towards the end of the bench. I wonder if he just wants to keep on walking, because he's got no help side defense right now, which is inexcusable for Purdue.
And Purdue, a program that has long been built on toughness and defense and help and all those sorts of things. Carson Edwards.
Gallo not quite ready for that, but the no look in the corner finds an open three for Muhammad. And the pinball out, rebounded by Eastman. Shot clock for Carson Edwards. 15 points on 3 of 11 shooting. He's done his damage at the line. His arms.
There's a meet the ball handler.
Eastern up top right now for Purdue. Klein coming off a game where he hit 7-3.
Expect Minnesota to go some zone here. Maybe not this particular possession, but they will go zone to try to save Curry from picking up that third.
Minnesota's cooled off a bit from the field. Purdue shooting an electric 66%. They've made 5 straight shots. And Ivy nearly threw that away. Stefanovic captures in the paint, floats and scores, make it 6 straight.
With the rebound. It's a great point, right? I mean, is it automatic he's out for the rest of the half?
Well, you know, I think it depends on who you're playing and how much trust you have in an individual player with their experience, that he won't pick up that third foul. So let's just keep our eye on the decision-making of Coach Woodson.
We'll say this, he's never fouled out in his career.
7-1. This young man's so long. That was a great catch and a bad break. Good play out of the halftime, trying to get an easy one. He's guarding the point guard, Butler. Done it in the first half.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah.
There's the lob, Edey, and the throwdown.
Then a nice little pin down for him on the wing. Turn, curl, finish.
And the freshman ref has had some monster games already for Chris Holtman this season. What a pass! Stefanovic!
Manny Littles, he's just flying in there, and this is a guy that over the last 4 games averaging a double-double, 11 and 11 coming into today. No blockout, and Manny Littles opportunistic.
It's his second start of the season today with Devontae Carter still in COVID protocol.
Handling pressure for their offensive sets have really plagued them over the course of the last 2 games, but NC State exposing Purdue right now.
So the largest deficit that Purdue has faced all season, they were down 11 to Villanova, came back and won that game. How do they respond here in Brooklyn? Over the top, Edey, that's a good response.
And the layup rolls out.
For the Boilermakers, they've scored 24 points in the paint. They have scored 24 points off 3-pointers, and the lob, and the two-hand.
He was a Ranger, too. He was a Ranger and a King.
Little press. When Moss shot the 3, Carson Edwards was trying to guard Tyler Cook. You've got to take advantage of that matchup.
Boudreaux. And Boudreaux rolling to
Only sophomores, but you play together as a team for an entire year like they did last year. You got experience, familiarity. That's one of the things I really believe when you look at the Dukes and Kentuckys that hurt at times in their situations.
Strong in double figures early here tonight. Let's see if Purdue has an answer. 2.5 to go in this first half.